Hi there, and welcome to another current Cucurbit video. This is Kellie with the Bridge Lab at Cornell Agritech, and today I'd like to talk to you about metal hoops and how to use them in a row cover system, specifically for a mesotunnel. You may be used to using hoops in your row cover systems, but even if you're not, this video will help to inform you about hoop preparation, installment, and how to store your hoops. First, though, you'll need some supplies. This includes a bundle of 10-foot EMT conduit, a hammer, and a hoop bender. Our hoop bender in this picture is a truck hitched attachment. They also offer tabletop hoop benders, and if you're crafty, you can build your own. Once your supplies are collected, you are ready to crimp the ends. To start, take the conduit and lay it on a hard surface like concrete. Before bending, we like to crimp the ends of the conduit as this helps the hoops go into the soil and prevent soil from building up in the hoops. It is easier to crimp the ends before bending, but if your hoops have already been bent, have somebody help you hold the hoops in place, and then hammer each end until flattened. Alternatively, if your soil is rocky or heavy in clay, it may be hard to get the hoop into the ground. Leave the ends of the conduit uncrimped, and instead of putting the hoop into the ground, you can hammer a piece of rebar into the ground and then put the uncrimped hoop over it, and it should be sturdy. Once the conduit is crimped, the conduit is ready to be bent into a hoop. It is easier and more efficient with two people, but bending can be done with just one person. First, what you'll want to do is slide the hoop about 8 to 12 inches through the triangular holder of the bender. Bend the hoop towards you, leaving a 4 to 6 inch gap between the conduit and the bender. Then, slide the conduit through the bender slightly, bend again, and repeat this process 2 to 3 times total. To finish the hoop, pull the conduit towards you completely, all the way until it reaches the bender. Then, voila, you have a hoop. These hoops stand around 4 feet tall and about 3.5 to 4 feet wide. Once all of your hoops have been crimped and bent, you are ready to install the hoops in the field and construct the mesotunnel structure. The mesotunnel covers 3 planted rows, so it's important to keep in mind that the outer rows, row 1 and 3, will have the most tension. The method of hoop placement we found to work best with this system starts with placing the front 3 hoops and the back 3 hoops straight across the 3 planted rows. Hoops should be placed between 7 to 10 inches deep into the ground depending on your soil type. After the first 3 and the last 3 hoops are placed, so 6 total, you are ready to place the hoops in between each row. We found that placing the center hoops in each row at an angle helps provide stability for the structure. The front end of the hoop should be spaced around every 7 to 8 feet for the outer rows. That's rows 1 and 3, forming a zigzag pattern. Where in the middle, row 2, you can use a few less hoops since their purpose is to simply keep the netting off of the plants. And these can be spaced about every 8 to 9 feet. Once all your hoops are in, you're ready to place the netting over and secure the netting with sandbags or rock bags. After the tunnel has been established for a few days, it is important to check on the hoops as they may have shifted while settling in the soil. But after this slight adjustment, they should be good to go. At the end of the season, you should have a location protected from the elements where you can store your hoops. For us, we found it easiest to have a wagon we can load them onto and pull into a barn. In the spring, it makes it easier to pull the wagon to the field and unload the hoops. However, you can build a simple hanger or dedicate a corner of your building for them. These hoops should last quite some time, so with a little work in the beginning, you can have a tool that can aid in supporting your row cover structure for years to come. You can find more about this project and other cucurbit facts at the current Cucurbit, or by visiting the Pethy Bridge Group's webpage, the Evade Lab at Cornell Agritech. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.